that
turret.
bet.
So
I
she
think most
swings
people would
around
do that bet.
She lines him up
100K
and
for
knocks
some
him down.
influence.
NUTURN are clicking on
look at
all
Momo.
cylinders here. Financially, they're in great shape. Salau still has an op. And it
There's
looks
a
like he's gonna
whole
get a chance at
ass
something.
cat bed
No
right
fancy
there.
shot through the flash this time
And
around,
she lays
but
on the
enough to
side
make
of
him
it.
think about it.
I love this
Why are
coming
you
from
sleeping on the
Sharks.
side of the bed and
All
not on the
out,
bed?
rolling through.
bed is
Prozing
right
goes
there.
down. Leitch is going to find himself falling as well as Solo. Finding shots left and right. He says, me first. Allow says, not just yet. Another.
NUTURN is up 4?
What a game so far for them. Sharks does seem to be testing the waters in their
Oh
save
my
rounds.
god,
Didn't even mean
Solo's
it.
10 and
But they're
0.
pushing through, right? They're just saying,
I
all right,
feel
if we
like-
can take it, we're going to take it. And whereas last map, or even the map before, we saw these being very methodical rounds.
I feel like he-
Ascent is fast 'cause you're
Dude.
right up in people's faces when you're able
Allow,
to
that is
engage.
so rude of you to
Doesn't
not
mean
let
you
him
have
go
to
for
play
the
fast.
ace.
So I
That is
think we're
so
gonna see a
rude.
slowdown here.
That is so
Maybe a third or
rude.
second plant round coming
Let
back
him
in
go
as
for
things
the
start to
ace.
change and a little bit
You're
more
up so
orderly.
many people.
Prime Gaming getting plenty of love this map. And Riv, when was the last time we got 5 rounds, or we hit the 5th round of a map, and a team only has 1 kill? 1. Right? There's just been 1 kill out of Sharks this entire time. That's insane.
That is absurd to think about because one, you're not finding every alt point you want as we see the run it back come through, Doug, and they're looking like they want A.
Yeah, and they've left it, right? Like, A's free, it's open, they're comfortable playing for
Crazy
the
Earl
here. I was
donated
curious to see if Sharks were
$5.
going to work their way
In
in
developing a video game, ATM, and I want to use your likeness for the protagonist. For legal reasons, I need your verbal and written consent. I could send you details about the game if you're interested.
I'm so sorry, but I do not consent.
Some damage, but that's it
Because I would like to be able to save those rights for myself if I ever wanted to do that someday. I hope you can find someone else. Good luck. Ooh, look at Astra meditating over there.
Now NUTURN find their way onto
They
the
pushed
site.
with that
Frost in a great
KJ
spot
ult so
there.
well.
Two still playing back and long. They both drop. Frost left alone. Frost good for 1, and Frost drops. Not able
What
to pull
a
out any of the heroics as
beautiful
NUTURN marches on.
retake. Wow.
Just util stuffed right now is Sharks try to get in.
Wow.
Everything they throw is either utility
I'm
is
so
info
impressed.
denied, or it comes up with a ping they don't want
Yo,
to actually
this
fight against. You know, they're like,
scoreline.
oh well, that means that's Killjoy and a
How did-
Sky and something else that's just
How
going to
did
rush
this
down.
happen to them?
Tactical timeout
They
coming out for
smashed
Sharks
the
now.
first
Things are getting a
game.
little out of hand here as Sharks. I'm sorry, NUTURN
Or they
has
even-
seemed to shake off
Crazy
They're not
Earl
even playing.
donated
He's not even trying to
$5.
juke the...
No problem,
Flash.
thank you for your time.
No worries.
They can just do no wrong, Riv. Like, that's now
seems like-
another
Wowie.
rifle. Yeah, it just seems that way, right? That's another rifle round. The
Why
Sharks
is
have
your
been able to
cat so
dial things
serious?
up. They even
What
had the
part
running
of
back
this
where they
looks
were trying to
serious
fully
to you?
tree, and they got some space. They got the spike down, but then there was no counter for the retake.
I
Right?
cannot
There was
imagine
nothing that
looking
they
at
could do to
this
stop them from
loaf
fighting
thing and
back for
thinking
that
that's
site. And even with
serious.
Fra on the great flank, right? Knowing that his two
She's
teammates,
so
teammates were
cute.
back in wide,
I
they were
love her.
long, they were just kind of stuck back there. Fra was on the great flank to kind of blow that up, knowing that's where the attention was going to be. But even in that, they just get mowed down in wine before Fra even gets a chance to show up. So then he
Oh,
shows
actually,
up
I
and
think that's a
everyone's
mic.
looking at him. There's no
Because it has a
way
Go
for him
XLR
to
cable
play.
attached to it.
It's been beautiful out of NUTURN. Achilles must be grinning from ear to ear right now.
I mean, they're looking good. They got to be feeling good. You got a Blade Storm here versus Fra's ult. This is actually a really big round coming in for
Life
Sharks. There's
goes
not a lot of
on
utility.
and
There's
on
no raise on the other side. It's a
and
Sova Hunter's Fury that's going to be taking down your ult.
It's a
that is
diffuse
gonna
kit.
get
Imagine that
lockdown
exists
out of
in
there. So
Valorant.
they
I would
have a
actually
chance
hate
to get
that.
it up, and this
I'm
is a
glad
round to
there
start
aren't
turning around at least a
diffuse
bit of the
kits.
econ game because look at the bank
There's
on
enough,
the side
like,
of NUTURN.
I don't know,
A few rounds
variables
tarnished, and they're
in the
still
game
okay
already.
by. This is tough. Spectres as well coming in on 3 members. 4. 5? 5. So I can't tell if it's a Phantom at this point. Yeah, Spectres, there they are. And we're going to see what they can do with these ones coming in here.
My goodness, the aggression, Rafe. You often see a one-way drop there with the gravity well, but they just gravity well and they push
They
their
got
way
one.
in.
1 for 1.
Just
That's
is
pretty
able
good
to
for
get one.
Spectres.
Yeah, the kill gets traded out, but you're seeing the pace at which NUTURN want to play, and they're not
And
letting
they
up.
have KJ ult.
And the focus for the Phantom is Gobshis.
I feel like
He
they should
takes
go
it.
B.
That's where it could
KJ
provide
ult
the most
that.
return on investment of
Yeah,
taking
Keys,
one
thanks for
down
subbing.
for one. And they'll see how they work this now. I expect the round to go a little bit later. That's going to be good that they see Killjoy. Knowing lockdown is there, there may be more priority around it, and the info that suggests can grab there.
I think they're going to send Sova and Omen to scout out B, and then maybe do a fast
hasn't moved. He is ready to rip
rotate.
anybody that comes into B, so you can see how
that KJ's playing
feels even having
with
somebody down here against 4v4.
Now, Laski, and Laski is going to get a chance at something because he's reading it, but it's all about how much they bite into this because the spike is still on A, right? That's still where they,
that's a call. That's a call out.
I mean, they knew the off was there.
To go. They're certainly going to reconsider things. Yeah, that spike's going to drop as well. They know everything that's going on right now.
Sharks is not, I don't know, they're just not playing the way I'd expect them to.
They don't have health, at least Naru doesn't. Lich has a chance at something special here in a 1v3, nothing but a Spectre, nothing.
Almost.
6-0 for NUTURN.
There was quite a bit of util there for Sharks to get on the entry.
And they're likely to lose this round because this is their eco round, I think. So then it's going to be 0-7.
Right now, as NUTURN has found their groove coming now into the second map, or third map, I should say, second and third.
Maybe
and here we saw it, coming out of the
them.
pause,
They're like,
we gotta go aggressive, we gotta do something. They were able to pick up the Phantom, and that was the Phantom going down. So they did smoke over towards Cat.
Nah, I think they just got more comfortable.
Towards Heaven here. So it was just a choice in their play. And again, NUTURN seemed to be around the play instead of all in it.
Oh wait, never mind. That was their save round, so they do have guns now.
Slightly different look here.
I didn't see. I thought they forced with Spectres or something to make a certain play.
I mean, really, since
what's the arrow? Show me. Show me the tech.
This is an interesting adaptation from Sharks.
They turned away from.
My God. He has already gotten 2. He might get a 3rd. He heard him. Yeah, the orb was there. It's just
30 health away from killing the Raze as well.
No situation. Like
I need to
try
that.
To gain ground. And Laski has been doing this from time to time, sorts it out when he needs to, and does it this round to come up with 2. Right? It kind of feels like he said NUTURN can do no wrong at this point as they just try things out. They're kitting, they're connecting. Fraz down to 4 HP. They had that with Godpiece, that's 34.
Got a 2K and got KJ and Raze down to 30 and 4 health.
If he could waltz out, he'll be all right. But what do they do from here? A frag would be great. Dropping allows op would be huge, but those are really just chips off the block right now. It's a wall.
Wow.
I think the one benefit to them is that NUTURN haven't taken space, right? Like they haven't taken.
Odin's strat is so stupid. I disagree.
Away from Sharks,
I think it's just a strat, like many others.
Right? There's no process of elimination, right?
I think it can feel cheap sometimes.
If they've taken the middle of the map, you know that the rotation's coming back.
But the Odin has its downsides as a gun.
Some of the rifles and folks,
you know?
Let that be a sign to you of how dire of straits Sharks find
just like the op has its downsides.
This is where they are at this
of being a bit slower, of being flashable.
Down 0-7, they just can't get anything going.
Great kill there.
Was that kill number 5? Yeah, 5. NUTURN have won more rounds than Sharks.
And for the Odin, obviously it has to be like the recoil,
the
also being flashable.
Your Phoenix,
like that.
right? At a point, you can look at the scoreboard as we watch this again and say, okay, that needs to be run. That needs to be run at backs. That needs to be a bit more aggression. The confidence opening shot that you would get from a Phoenix, from a Jet, from a Raze being the first one in.
He has like the spots freaking memorized in his mind of where he needs to spam.
Like we were saying, Prozine and Light were both Crossfire world champions. They've been in this situation. They know how to recoup. We're gonna have to see if they can do that to make this.
I would hate to play against that.
A little
dire. I would hate to play against that.
If NUTURN versus Sharks.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're right, Riv. For as brutal.
But that is how you're supposed to play. You need to memorize
Sharks, I think
the spots to wallbang at.
You take that, right? Like that's very much
absolutely.
Okay, but
that makes the game boring, remembering everything? No, it's just another...
Hunter Suri, presumably to clear things out from
It's just another way to play better. That's like saying it makes the game boring for people to know lineups. It's just a strat. Dude, so good for Perry to stick there and not run away from the KJ ult. You just gamble one person, and it can be so worthwhile. 0-8.
Over at Prime Gaming, an 8-0 statement from NUTURN.
The planning behind that, to then have it thwarted so quickly, The showstopper didn't come through. Quick, Sova's ult was up as the Hunter's Fury was achieved quite quickly.
Someone said trigger
Remember,
discipline. Nah, he was just
that,
blinded.
But he did get 2 frags
To
through
be
the wall
fair,
this last round to help get him ult points
the
for it.
fact
So
that
now he has the Hunter's Fury after a few more
they didn't
frags,
clear
pulls up
close,
a
right?
big impact ult
Kinda
that round.
sucks.
And you can see it's off of frags. Look at the amount of kill rounds there is to defuse
Rongnum
or
donated
spikes.
$5.
Or just timeouts.
Hi
rather.
Pokimane.
It's very,
I just want to tell
very
you
Smoke
that
didn't
you are an
land.
incredible
Their aim is
person
on
for a
and we
lot
talked
of
about
us, and you
how high
inspire
their
us to
headshot
believe in
percentage
Thank
is.
you.
And it's
Suggests
my
allow
birthday
Happy
too.
birthday.
being some of the highest in Korea.
Yeah, he could have shot through that being blinded. That's
and
true.
and the thing is, if your shark starts like that, certainly don't help things at all, right? Like, there's so much pressure. There's no room to breathe. It feels so suffocating right now that right off the bat, you've got Allow doing stuff like that, right? And it's not just at the beginning of the map when you're trying to feel things out. When you try to take a little bit of control, you get a second. Allow almost
swing.
gets a third there. On to Fra, but Fra manages to stay alive. They don't have the spike. They don't seem to have any intentions of playing around that at all.
Why is he dry
As
peeking an
Allow
op?
has gotten to 3. I mean, that op is singing right now.
Oh, a 4. Oh, he wants the frenzy last. He actually goes for the blade storm. Right click miss. Frenzy out. Double to the head as he dink downs and Perry grabs that one actually from behind.
Why isn't anybody letting others get aces?
They continue to take each
You're
other's,
up 8 rounds.
From Haven over here to Ascent.
You're up
Another
8
prime day of flawless
rounds.
for us. And we'll see how
Also,
this one went down to start.
fucking hilarious.
Production, I need to know how many flawless rounds we're at. I
That-
want to say it's like 6.
The
5 or
Raze
6.
ult did
At
nothing.
this point, yeah, it's
Sorry,
just
the
been-
Jet
it's
ult.
just been disgusting.
The Jet right
8?
click does like 0 damage.
Wait, no, they didn't answer you that quick, did they? Holy Nikes.
Oh, 8 in total in the series. Either
I
way,
want to hear the
right,
comms
like,
too.
Oh, okay.
NUTURN.
9 rounds actually. No, they were up 8
on another
before
level.
he took the guy's
They
ace.
have
5 this game.
That's what I
5.
mean.
Thank you.
And Sharks way
Don't
back
worry,
in is slowly
I'm
there
decent math.
each round. And it seems like NUTURN has already thought about it, right?
Yep.
You have these Sova ult now for Denaru. Can make it. Lich can really start to distract if he goes boathouse. If they have a little bit of util grab before they execute. Here again, playing with mid ever so slightly.
Yeah, I think
just
this...
to see what kind of utility can be pulled out.
I have 10 minutes.
And they'd
before
have to
I
go
ver-
versus
well,
the
I need
intel
to
over
go
at
sooner,
B
but
or the backup retake
whatever,
kind
I'll
of
push it a little bit.
over at A. And like we said, you'll always get Suggest alive. He's in the back, ready to throw out
Best
Guiding
jump.
Lights or the Trailblazer. Nice set of strat here. That's the dart going over as well, so they can spot.
Wow.
Allow. I love the combo. This is
Well
what we need to
played.
see from Sharks.
Yeah, it was an excellent setup with the Paranoia and the Dart as well, and the Hunter's Fury on top
The
of
Jet
Denaru.
even, I don't
Perry's
know,
gonna
they did
get
a pretty
mowed down as
decent
Fra
job
blasts across the
running
screen,
away as soon as
gets
they could.
dropped. But the shock darts delaying things. The spike
Yo,
now, it's
they
gonna go down.
Sova
What can Lakia do? Can they keep this perfect game alive?
remembers
A 2v4?
the
No,
timing,
he
or
drops. It's just
I
solo.
don't know. He has a lot memorized. Good for him.
In a 1v4.
Yo, if he 1v4s, I'll gift 100
the
subs.
Phantom. But a difficult spot. Now the position's been given away as well. And Riv, there were doubts, right? Like there were doubts on whether or not it would happen.
Yeah.
But it looks like Sharks are going to get on the board.
They need to. And I question what, I got to go back and look at it. Obviously, we just saw NUTURN, Hunter's Fury ult back and really take down a nice strat that Sharks put together. But what was stopping Sharks from doing this before? It's such an aggressive strat. It's nicely played. I think it has a great return.
If he ran up a bit sooner, he actually might have been able to.
Because you're either going through blinds or perfect vision with the Sova dart.
But
so
I think he was like,
just
no
felt
way.
Like Sharks were all confident in who
No
was
way.
watching the corners. The communication was there.
But
and it shows
way.
immediately in a play when you see a team do that.
Yeah,
Like,
the setup was just great, right? And it
Thank
really
you.
came off the backs of the Paranoia to displace Allow, and then the fight for that area of the map from Denaru's Hunter's Fury. You're right. They saw something, and it really could have just been Allow, right? Because you
No
think about
time
how
unless
many
he went
times they've
earlier?
tried working their way through there. And
I think
Allow's taking
literally a
their faces
second or
off.
two, if he
I mean,
didn't
hey, do
hesitate
we
and
rush
just
it?
stuck
Yes.
it as a bit of a YOLO play, he would have got it.
You're right. You're right.
I know my bomb timings pretty well.
All right.
Not
does
when I'm
Sharks
listening to
have
it.
here? What else can they dial up? You hear the run it back has been used from pros.
But when someone sticks, I know if they're going to make it or not.
but you've got to keep an eye on Solo. Is that Solo? Yeah, Solo's in a great spot again, right? Like, he's still undetected. A great crossfire. Like, just one. Solo gets two. The spike goes down as well. As NUTURN looks to continue to put Sharks down, but it tries to do a 2v2, make that a 2v1
so
allow.
well.
As a Phantom.
They hear him. They heard him pick up the gun. Obviously, yes. He's not gonna look. He's not gonna look market.
Check the 50,
Shit.
a couple bullets to the back of the head. Pop, pop. Good night. Sharks
I'm
get a
calling
second.
it 13-3.
Sharks are starting to find the groove. The third would
Maybe,
be
yeah.
huge. And you see, it's
We'll see.
everybody here for Sharks just came online at the end, and it looks like
9
the
is all they
teamwork
get.
is there. And maybe late, but you always want to be able to see that from
Sharks
any team
comeback?
in a competition. That you're never down and out. You always have more left in the tank.
Okay,
And it
I'm
looks
gonna
like
watch
Sharks
2
giving
more
that
rounds,
last,
and then
last
unfortunately I
hit right
have
here
to go.
for the first half. See if they can make it 3,
should have an
Doug. They
appointment
do
at
have the
4.
weapons and all the util they would need. Let's see if we can get another combo util strat out of Sharks.
They just don't have any ultimates. Allow tanking. Oh no, move out of the way.
They're
my
body
man.
blocking.
Trying to get me killed. Suggest with the flash though, again going
Let's go,
aggressively through
Sky.
the middle of the map. It's like a cobra, right? They're just tightening them around them, trying to suffocate them out.
Yo,
You
if
feel
they
pressure
play
coming in from
properly
so
with
many
the
different
Skyle,
areas. They've got them on the run and they're chasing them
they
down.
win this.
My word. Look at Solo. He gets taken out by Lights right away as the Seekers try to pinch in where Sharks is. NUTURN want to make this round count, but Sharks are saying, no way. We've already thought of that. One goes down now from Allow, and it's going to be off the op.
I think
Very good for one as well.
Yeah.
Laski already good for
Defenders
two.
get this
Goodness,
one.
a statement made. NUTURN. They just dominated that half from top to bottom. And I want to apologize. I realize it's
Crazy.
Python, not a Cobra, that does the
Surf and Turf thinks
suffocating
okay,
thing.
okay.
Cobras
We're
are
gonna watch
a bit more
Pistol.
direct with how they go about things, but either way,
Pistol wins the half.
the point's the same, right? Like NUTURN,
Okay, maybe not.
They dial up pressure at the exact right time. Sharks have no room to
But if they
breathe.
lose this, it's GG. If Sharks lose this, it's GG. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Honestly,
It's
I
so
think
weird
everybody
watching
looked
this
for the op going up.
game
'Cause
in
I was
slow
like, it's
mo.
going to be about Allow. And then
Feels
Laski and
wrong.
Perry did all the groundwork down right in front of A entry. I don't think that Sharks realized
Chat,
that was
where
going to
can we
happen
watch
so
after
quick
she
with the double
leaves?
tap on both of them
Twitch.tv/Valorant.
coming out. So it is only 2 rounds. Pistol round becomes even more pivotal now for Sharks here to keep themselves in that upper
I
bracket.
love
keep
that
themselves
arrow.
in
I do that
this
one
game
all the time.
against NUTURN.
Silver lining
least I
here for
think it
Sharks
was that
fans
one.
at home.
A little bit hard to
If
tell.
you're keeping up with
Yeah.
stats, if you're a numbers guy like
I'm
I am,
so
they do
surprised
have
he's
the better
holding
win
Cat
rate
with a
defensively
frenzy. How
than
random.
they do on the attack. So there's a sliver in there, right? Like there's a thread of hope that you could hang on, but you hear the ult orb has already been taken from NUTURN.
I rarely see
they
KJs
rotate
hold
back,
this so close. They usually play far back
considering
and play with their
potentially going
util.
over towards A. The middle of the map, they're
It's
totally
usually the
blind to
Sova
attack
that's
there.
here, and the KJ that's...
I love the little
For the back.
combination they have with
Chris
the
survived,
turret
thanks for
on
50
the
months.
side of Sharks, along with Prozine in mid. Nice little crossfire there.
They said
that
KJ
allows
Sova,
Fra to
good
work in
boy.
E, and then Frost
No,
stays there.
thank
He's
you.
got mid, he's got B, and you can get the
Yeah, yeah,
Naru
I
to
will raid
rotate.
mid for his
love
birthday
the
for sure.
fluidity of the way Sharks is playing this first round. You always have to stay mobile, and we see now Denaru has leaned towards A.
Light with a great paranoia, but the flash is there
Great
to counter things
paranoia.
out. Allow dancing around the Gen. No, not able to land the shots. As Gabshees is
They
one
didn't
cleans him
get
up for a second,
him?
gets a third as well.
I mean, they got him now, but...
He's been a thorn in their flesh, a 4th kill.
Gab said, fuck it, I want to
Perry.
win.
Is left alone. He's got the spike and is hightailing it back to B.
He's out of there. A little Doorbala from Gabshees
I
there.
want him to
He
drop
comes
the
up.
spike.
And Perry's going to have to run now. He's on the other side of the map. He will
Never
have
mind.
a few star for himself, but that's about it.
Sorry,
He's gonna
wrong
be,
thing.
break
I
the
didn't mean I
stars
want
for
him to
this
drop the
one.
spike. I want them to let
3v1.
Gab go for
He
it
sets
first,
out. Which one
so
will
he
it
can
be?
get the ace. Please let him go for it first,
Hot hands
so he
not
can
gonna
get the
land.
ace.
Perry playing this pretty well. Good for one. Not able to get the second. Gabshees gets the ace. I believe that's the first one of the series. And
Let's go!
oh, they needed that one. They needed that one
Finally,
desperately.
so
We
many
were able to Sharks
4K
get to
blue
3.
balls. Finally, an actual
That's a very,
ace.
very big one. Now they have a few to keep in their pocket. Is this the time the NUTURN pulls out just all the sheriffs again, though? Right off the bat?
Okay,
We'll
I
see
have
in
to
just-
go. My thingy is at 4. I'm so sorry. I could not finish. However, is it TSM Myth or just Myth? Okay, I think it's just Myth. However, please go say hi to Myth. Say happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Take care, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow to watch the hype games. And I'll see you then. Much love. Goodbye.